Good morning! Good morning, people. I actually wanted to have coffee. I might actually go grab coffee. We deserve a cup of coffee, people. Go grab your chosen cup of whatever and let me know in the comment what you're drinking, or maybe you're also eating a little snack. And I want to hear how you guys' experiences was with yesterday's reading. Did you realize something? Did you get excited? What did you do after? Maybe some of you guys just went to town with like writing things down that you really wanted. Yeah, today is the weekend reading, by the way. But before I get too much into it, I'm going to go grab that cup of coffee. You know it's not the same as it was. As it was. As it was. Why is the song stuck to my mind? I want to take one of these as well. So, what did you choose to drink? Yes, yes, yes. To be completely honest with you, I don't know what's wrong with the hair. I think the hair is going through this eclipse season as well. Boop. Like, anyway, today in this beautiful weekend reading, I also just want to touch upon the eclipse as well. We did talk about it a little bit yesterday, but I just want to go through some things that I wrote down. Some things that I channeled through. Why am I wobbling around like that, you ask? I don't know. It's just this energy of excitement for what's to come, and I can't be the only one out there feeling this. Also this energy of actually being okay with letting go of past habits or past things or places or people or whatever it is. Like, if you really think about it, and I would actually like to hear this from you guys as well. Do you feel the same as me? It's wow. Oh my god, 2 butterflies. Hello! That is actually... That is... One of them are very wild. Anyway, that it's actually very easy to let go of things that you thought that you couldn't live without. Maybe even including food or... Like, yeah. Well, because food is... Like when we gain weight, it's a form of protection, right? We try to protect ourselves in a way. And that's one of the things we realize. We don't need that. We don't need this. We don't need that other thing. The third thing. Yeah. And we don't need to get approval from anyone else. Like, we do things that we really like without this thought in the back of our mind, like, oh, I want to have a lot of likes on this post or on this picture or on this video. We post things that just makes us happy, and that actually brings the right people into our life. Yeah. So eclipse season is, as always, about major changes, and we have spoken about this before. I spoke about it in another reading I did with what happened in 2010, what happened in 2011, and with the eclipse season we have the dates November 2012, but I'm going to come to that. I don't want to, you know, unlike one of the butterflies out there who was like everywhere. Eclipse season is always linked together with major shifts in all directions. I don't know why I wanted to say in all 4 directions, whatever that means. With that, I had this vision of 4 people coming together, but like from each like 4-way place, like from this country, from that country, from this country, from that country, and then they just come together. 4 people come together. That might be a sign. 4 people come together to create something exciting. I don't know what that means. But 4 people come together to create something. A business. A creation. Something that will help mankind. The world. In ending the war. Whatever this is, I mean, it can be philosophical. Wow. It can be like something that happens in your life. It can be alien species coming together. I mean, again, is there any limits? No, only the limits that we put ourselves. And I saw 8, 5, 8, 3, 5 with that. Wow, I said 3 correctly. You guys know I had the tendency to say it like 3, like a tree. Oof. Things are coming together, I'm telling you. Even if at this moment we are Mercury retrograde, we can really switch things around. Nice. Very nice. There is also this energy of milestone moments with eclipses. It's again, this is just badass, people. We have a lot of things to be excited for. My phone was lighting up. A lot of things to be happy for, a lot of things to celebrate. Again, there's new energies, there's new people, and I also just want you watching to realize how proud you can be of yourself, how far you have come with your belief systems, with things you have been letting go of, things that you have realized, things that you have created. Like, you are just such a bundle of joy. I heard you have become this light for a lot of other people in your life, around you, people who are yet to come into your life. But this is big things happening, big bombastic things happening, and obviously with major beginnings there's major endings. So there might be something about divorces, there might be something about the ending of old company, leaving a country, leaving a home, a city, leaving a friendship, career-wise. There's upgrades over upgrades over upgrades. Again, there is this shift into, and I heard someone talk about that, but it's a very long time ago, and she spoke about, was it the 6th dimension she spoke about? And I have not been that much into the 6th dimension, because for me it's always like the 5th dimension, right? So it would actually make sense with us upgrading. The more that we are in tune with ourselves, because we are the magnet to attract things, the more we attract things and the more we rise up, right? The more that we are focused on material things, like we need to have the fancy house, the big house, the fastest car, the Gucci handbag, or we need to be perfect, we need to have a perfect body. That is a materialistic thing to focus on. Well, it's okay to be healthy, but you guys know, but there is a limit to the extreme if you only focus on what's on the outside. So you vibrate higher when you focus on the inside, the happiness that comes from within. That is when you manifest everything that you want to have. Yeah. And if it is that big fancy house, then it will come into your life. But if it doesn't come into your life, no matter what this is, also if it's people or relationships, try to think about, why is that? Is it because that I want something else? Because sometimes we do have the tendency to want what what social media preaches to us, right? Yeah. So there is a shift happening when it comes to this with these eclipses, because it is powerful. These eclipses are powerful. There is a lot of focus on Taurus, Scorpio, because obviously that is where the eclipses are. So there might be something about Taurus people in your life, Scorpio people in your life. It might be aspects of your chart, which is interesting because I have Taurus in my 11th house, I believe it is, which is about friendships. And I do see in my life there is a lot of changes when it comes to friendships. And Scorpio, I have a lot of Scorpios. Did I write down the degrees? Oh, I don't know if I did, but there's something about degrees that you have to look at in your chart. Look at where you have Taurus, Aquarius, Leo, Scorpio in your chart, and look at where you have it. Is it 25 degrees? And I believe it's either 3 degrees lower or 3 degrees higher then it's like in this, like how much this eclipse is going to affect you. So 25 degrees, I remember that one. The other one is 7, I believe, or is it 5? I can't remember it. I wrote it down, but I don't have it here. But 25, that might actually be, yeah, look at where you have 25 degrees in your chart with Leo, Aquarius, Taurus, or Scorpio, because that means that that section, that house, wherever it is, it will affect you mostly with what's going on. Yeah, so just wanted to punch that out. There's also this energy of fated encounters, that we are guided by the invisible, guided by the universe, guided to into the direction of our destiny. And also with all these fated encounters, there might be more spiritual activities around you. Spirits. I had tingling sensation in my foot with that, and I felt like someone did this. Is it you, Muti? Yeah, I have felt my mom around a lot lately, and it makes sense because if we go through major changes, our loved ones, also the people who passed over, are going to be there to help us and guide us. And I felt this again, so it might be, and I don't want to get emotional because I have 25 degrees in my Scorpio in my moon. So with these eclipses, I'm just so emotional because I know the changes happening. I know that I have had to let go of people that have been very dear to me, friendships. So you are not alone if you're going through that as well, but it's time to step into our destiny, and not everyone can follow. Not everyone can follow. I just heard that some of you guys, or one of you guys, have lost twin flame connection, and that has been hard. You might not fully actually be over it. You might not fully have accepted that person will not be in your life anymore. The contract is over. Yeah, you know if this is for you, and if it is for you, my thoughts are with you. It's not, no one passed away, I just want to point that out, but it's like a connection that has been very toxic, but you have felt a lot of love for this partner. It has been a love partner or someone that you have been interested in. Might have been third party involved in it, but it ended for good. And it's been hard. It's been hard. But just know if that is you, that something magical is about to come in. A magical person is about to come in. And when this person comes into your life, you're not even going to remember the other person. Just want to point that out. Any whoosies. What else do we have? Oh yeah, things are going to start happening out of nowhere. It has a surprise effect with it. So again, pay attention. Windfalls. What does it even mean? Money windfalls. Is that how you say that? Like money comes to you unexpectedly. People appear, opportunities appear, healing. Like again, like I spoke about yesterday. No, not yesterday, the day before yesterday. You might have had a disease that has been affecting you for many years, maybe your whole entire life, and suddenly it's just poof, gone. Pandemic, poof, gone. I know it's still active, but again, how much focus do we put on it? Because in those areas where there is a lot of focus on it, there is still lessons to be learned. Yeah. So I also wrote down that when we're speaking about the eclipses, lunar eclipses are about full moons and super full moons, and solar eclipses are about new moons and super new moons. So there is a difference, because I didn't even know that. I probably knew, but sometimes my brain is just like hearing something and then it's just straight away going somewhere else. That is just the Libra in me. And then the last time that we have experienced eclipses happening on the Taurus Scorpio section, like we are experiencing it at the moment, was between November 2012 and October 2014. So something might have happened between there that was very significant for you. And November 2002 until April 2005. So roughly every 9th year. And it reminds me of a movie on Netflix, something about the moon. What is it called? Well, also this like once in a blue full moon, it kind of has the same energy with the fated encounters and portals being opened. I mean, there is a difference, but it kind of has the same feeling. Yeah. So how did your life change during these periods of times? I just saw a shadow walk by. But either it was his legs or it was like a cat kind of thing, and it's not Moon, because Moon is sleeping under covers. She's hiding away. And I normally hear the cat door opening up because he's in the bigger building. I am in the studio. I don't know what that was. Anyway, well, maybe it was a hint for this experience kind of thing. Well, did some of you have like a spiritual paranormal, wow, encounter? Did something happen? And whatever pops up, pay attention to it. An event, a major change. Yeah, especially like I said, between 2012 and 2014, and between obviously 2002 and April 2005. So 2 major things that happened, and now we have the third one. I feel, I don't know why, but I feel that time, these 2 different dates, the gap between there has been like 2 major things happening for you, and the third major thing that's happening now is catapulting you into your destiny, your future. Like, yeah, something is just aligning in a way. Yeah. And obviously with Taurus and with Scorpio, the theme in this is like security. It's the base chakra. It's all things beauty, like how we attract beauty into our life, how we go from a materialistic beauty around us to a spiritual beauty. So for example, having crystals or flowers to raise our vibrations instead of buying an expensive car or a house, if that makes sense. Yeah. Our assets, our resources, money, power, food, stock market, gas, everything that's on the ground, everything that's hidden, and yeah, security. What we see right now with food and everything, there is changes, but I also want to point out that it's not going to last. Things are changing, yes. We need to be more mindful, yes. But things are going to change again. Yeah, but there is a lot of awareness and changes, yes. 22, that is just what I wrote down that I wanted to share for the weekend. And now I want to use the White Light Oracle just to give us a little what's happening. But it's just, it's exciting. It's a very exciting time. Even if there is a lot of drama going on in the world, it makes us keep together, right? It builds this like we are teaming up, we are supporting each other. And yeah, there's a lot of not support. Wow, Sandra. There's a lot of people who don't support each other, and there's a lot of chaos and drama. But eventually, you guys know as much as I do that there needs to be chaos for it to be peaceful. I heard someone say, and nothing else needed to be said by that. Than that. Wow. Okay, I can give you one more. Maybe. Was it just... Oh, okay. Thank you. I don't think... Wow. Oh, this is interesting because both these figures has this like activation, especially with the crown chakra, and they're both holding on to their heart chakras. Look at this. 10/27. Okay, let's take the book. 10 full circle. Yeah. Your biology and gender are creative and powerful. Means for you to express your soul path. Very well fitting. Sometimes you may feel limited by gender constraints or stereotypes, but your spirit can never be restricted or controlled. Embrace the journey of what it feels like to be you in your own body. There is much benefit and healing to be gained through an embrace of your life journey, including the deeper experiences of the absolute freedom of your spirit. Yeah, especially when it comes to our body. There is something about our body now that it comes to the Taurus aspect, obviously also with Scorpio. Scorpio is also ruling sex, right? So what has been limited or kept you, I don't know why I want to say restrained, is being lifted. Yeah, the sensuality, the intimacy. Yeah. Okay, the next one is, it is time to let go of what has been. That's not fitting. You are swiftly outgrowing your past. You can make this up. Explore and commit to a spiritual practice that supports your personal transformation so that you can cross the threshold before you now. Embrace your freedom to be creative in your approach rather than doggedly committing yourself to your previous ideas and plans. Like I said, what doesn't work, what didn't work in the past and that keeps failing, leave it and start the new. You have spiritual intelligence necessary to evolve. Continue your healing journey with trust that a positive outcome is imminent. Imminent. This is going to be the weekend reading. I don't know why my readings tend to be very, very long these days. But again, this is just an exciting time for all of us, and I want to share my thoughts and the channeled messages. I can't express how grateful I am for stepping into this channeling instead of how I did readings in the past, because it changed the dynamic of how I feel, how I create. It changed the dynamic of how I work with my spirit guides, how I feel happy. You know, like for me it was a dead end in the past, the way that I did it. And I know, and I'm so grateful for everyone who has made comments and who actually paid attention to this shift that I have done. Yeah, because I feel the shift. I do. And it's here to stay, and I'm just excited for being this all open portal instead of being so doubtful of my own abilities. And it's also to show you not to be doubtful with your abilities, because if there's something we are moving into, it's being more connected with spirit, with our spirit guides, our guardian angels, with our higher self, with people who crossed over, who are still in contact with us. Like I made a video a long time ago with this. Our higher self is 90% in the 5D, in the spiritual realm. And what's earth bound is only 10%. That's here in the 3D. So think about that for a second. Your 90%, 90, I'm always afraid to say that wrong, is up there. That means that you have all the resources that you need to be spiritual, to be a psychic, to be a medium, if you choose to, you know. I mean, some people do not choose to. Some people have other talents, other contracts. But it's also for you to dig into it. What is your passion? Like, do you like crystals? If it fascinates you, maybe you should dig a little bit more into it. How do you express yourself? Is it through speaking? Is it through photography? Is it through cooking? Is it through writing, singing, dancing? Do you like to help people? Again, try to dissect, like, what is it that I like to do and how can I do it? Because if there's something you want to do but you don't really like to do it, then it's not a part of your Okay, the camera died. But if there's something you don't like to do, then it's not a part of your circus. Circus. Purpose. Yeah, it's not a part of your circus either. Okay, I have been babbling for half an hour. I'm sorry, people. But again, you have a whole entire weekend to see this through. But thank you guys so much for being here. I will see you guys on Monday. And if you are in need of a private reading, healing session, or removal of blocks, all information is down below. And I love you guys to the moon and back. And I will talk to you guys on Monday. Bye bye.